What's up, guys? It's Corey and I'm back with some more Dark Souls 2. Last time we ended kind of abruptly here, because I had died and had to get my stuff back, and then it took longer than it should have, and I don't even know if I'd make it all the way through the gutter anyways, in that one episode. So we're gonna continue and hopefully make it all the way through the gutter, down into what I believe is called the Black Gulch. Um, So obviously we can't go this way because that's just a dead end. We came from this way, but I'm pretty sure you do have to do some amount of backtracking it in order to get to where we need to go. Okay, there's that. Good thing I heard them before they got to me. Otherwise, that could have been kind of bad. We gotta watch out for holes in the floor. Because there are some. They lead, like, down here, through these, uh, you can climb down those ladders and they'll take you places. Just said impossible. I don't even know what this is. Guess we'll find out. Oh great, on their dog. I did do a tiny bit of grinding. When I ended the last video, I was at like 16,000 souls, and I got up to the 22,000 I needed to level, and then that was it. So I leveled up once just so that I would make as much use of those souls as I could, and that's all I did. So I basically haven't played at all since the last time I recorded. I'm kind of getting to the point now where I feel like I don't need to grind all that much, because I've got most of the stats I need. Oh right, there's this thing. I have no idea what this is. But as far as I'm aware, there's really there's no reason to kill it or not to. It seems to be completely harmless. It's like some big ass bug, and I don't know what it does. I don't know what the reason for it is. I don't know if it does something. Like, this gas stuff doesn't hurt you. It doesn't seem to damage equipment. It just seems completely benign. And I don't know, that's weird. But, I mean, well, let's not do that. Let's just... I can kill it. Which I might do. I don't even know if it gives any decent souls. 300 souls, that's it. But it dropped an item. Poison moss. Huh, great. So yeah, that's the entirety of this room, is that thing. Look carefully. Maybe I should have read that before I killed it? I don't know. I don't know if there's any reason to keep it alive. I guess there doesn't seem to be any reason to kill it either. Fuck. Of course there's poison. There's always poison. I forget which one of these ladders is the one that I need. I don't think this is it. Well, it might be. What's up here? There's a whole bunch of ladders, obviously, in that room, and most of them lead... Well, I mean, I guess they all lead down, but, like, I don't know which ones lead to items and which ones don't. That seems really bad. Let's not do that. Let's just go down the way I came over here. And I believe this will lead us all the way down. to this guy, who does a fuckload of damage. What the fuck was that? Now there's a whole bunch of, there are a number of guys down here, like this one. Some of them are just sitting minding their own business, and some of them will come after us. So I'm going to try and take them all out. Dark fog and another torch, which is useless. These things, you can break them with a weapon. It is not recommended to do so because they are filled with whatever that acid is that destroys equipment. It destroys it real fast. So what we're going to do instead, assuming I do have a bunch, we're going to use fire bombs. That way we can avoid the equipment damage. Fragrant branch of yore. There's another one. I don't even... Oh, okay, I guess the only other place I can think of where you use those is there's that area with the kind of the lion guys that have the axes, and their axes do curse damage. I suppose there are some guys there that are turned into stone, and you can unpetrify them, so you can kill them and get into other areas that you couldn't before because they're blocking entranceways or walkways. Over here we have a new bonfire, which we will light and then rest at. We have no reason not to. I've used 2 Estus, so I should probably refresh them. We might be able to take out the Rotten in this episode. Maybe. Ugh, come on. I really hate these things. I try to break as many of them as I can, make it just a little bit easier on myself. Just because poison damage is real bad in this game. It is ridiculously powerful. So I break as many as I can, just for that. Oh, fuck. If I'm not mistaken, let's do this again. I don't know exactly how far I'll throw this, but we'll give it a shot from here. So you can set these things on fire, which I did not learn until well after I had gotten through this part of the game. I don't know if they stay on fire after you've rested and come back. Come on. Okay. This is probably a trap. No, it's not. Huh. Okay, we got a Shotel and Great Magic Weapon spell. Come on. Apparently they can be flinched by those poison balls, which I did not realize until just now. Fuck! Again? Come on. Alright, there's that. I'm just gonna run, I think. Yeah, that's all of them there. The part we have to be a little more careful about is this thing. It's actually not too hard. It just sort of sits here. If you stay by the base of it, where this wall is, it's really easy. And I do pretty good damage because I'm dual wielding it. So I don't have too much to worry about in that regard. Okay, we gotta get rid of some of these things so we can pick up the items. I think we got a scrap of life? I don't even know what that does. Token of spite. Rat tail. See, that thing, like, it can't even do anything to me, and I'm standing pretty close to it. I'm not sure what that was. The only thing is just don't bother locking onto it. You'll lock onto the head, and you can't lock onto any other part of it. And it makes it it's much harder to hit the head than it is to hit that base, where it comes out of the wall. Let's try to lure it into an attack and then stab it. Now, there's something over here that I found pretty quickly on my own, but it seems to give others a bunch of trouble finding it. So yeah, this kind of looks a little bit off. Like, this part here is higher than the very edge of this cliff. That's because you can walk over here, and this is our bonfire, the last one before the Rotten. And the Rotten is the fourth and final Great Soul boss. So we're going to unequip the fire bombs because I'm not going to use them. I don't have any need for them. I'm fairly sure I can take on the Rotten pretty easily. That being said, I've been fairly confident in the past, and it's not done me very well. But I'm gonna go for it anyways because I guess I don't have any reason not to. I just hope I don't get poisoned before I get there. Which I do, obviously. Alright, we'll use... I suppose I could use the, what is it? Green moss. Poison moss, let's use one of those. And a life gem just to top up our life. Once that hits max, we'll go in. This thing is not too bad, but I think once you get it below a certain amount of health, it starts doing AoE like explosion attacks. I'm really worried about those, but it's got a pretty good tell for it, and I'm pretty sure I remember what that is. So I should be able to avoid it. But yeah, let's give it a shot. So the other big thing we have to worry about is the fire on the floor. Woo! that was closer than I thought it was going to be. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty easy to avoid if you know what to look for. We're just going to stick to hitting it once and then moving out, because I do a lot of damage. And I don't want to use my stamina. Ooh, that's really bad. That's really bad. And there we go. Okay. I knew that would be easy, but well, I was almost 100% sure that would be easy. But again, as I've said before, once you figure out the bosses, they're actually kind of disappointing. Which I think is one of the biggest disappointments in Dark Souls 2 as a whole. I still really like the game, and I think it's really well made, but I just don't think that the bosses are as interesting, or in general as difficult. They can be difficult when you don't know the patterns, or when there are multiple enemies, specifically the Ruin Sentinel. That is a motherfucker of a boss fight. But beyond that, once you figure out their patterns, they're pretty easy. Which I suppose is kind of the point. That is why they have tails. You figure them out and then you can avoid almost all damage. But yeah, that's our 4th Great Soul. So let's talk to the Emerald Maiden, I think is her name.
You are blessed with a myriad of souls. Bearer of the curse, make your way to the castle.
Okay, so I guess that's gonna be it for this episode. We got the last of the 4 Great Souls. So now we have to make our way to Drang Lake Castle, I think. And that's gonna be a couple more boss fights, I think, and yeah, it's probably not gonna be very pleasant for me. But this went surprisingly well, and it's a little short, but I don't really feel like there's gonna be another good ending point anytime in the next couple of minutes. So guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, let me know. Like the video, subscribe if you want to see more for whatever reason. If you didn't like it, I would appreciate constructive criticism, feedback, anything like that, to improve the channel, improve the way I'm playing, or my commentary. Anything like that would be greatly appreciated. So guys, again, thanks for watching, and we'll continue this next time.